Hey. So I definitely want to give credit to Ka Age Goddess Circle. I'm not quite sure of the people who run this, um, but I know that they are good souls. And pardon me, um, I am going to read this because I recognize I love to do it. I love to read. I love to write. And, I know jokingly we call today's society a microwave society because people just want things in quick quotes. But sometimes you got to take the time to read more than just a couple of sentences. And if your attention span, in particularly, doesn't last for too long, that's okay because you have my wonderful voice here to be a support to you. So I am going to read through this, and I'm going to also publish this on my channel, on my YouTube channel. And I'm so grateful because I was about to publish something else. We'll get to that at the end of this. Your prayer is answered because your subconscious mind is principle. And by principle, I mean the way a thing works. For example, the principle of electricity is that it works from a higher to a lower potential. You do not change the principle of electricity when you use it, but by cooperating with nature, you can bring forth marvelous inventions and discoveries which bliss humanity in countless ways. Your subconscious mind is principle and is working according to the law of belief. You must know what belief is, why it works, and how it works. Your Bible says in a simple, clear, and beautiful way, Whosoever says, Whosoever shall say unto this mountain, Be thou removed, and be thou cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, and shall believe that those things which he saith shall come to pass, he shall have whatsoever he saith. That's Mark chapter 11, verse 23. The law of your mind is the law of belief. This means to believe in the way your mind works, to believe in belief itself. The belief of your mind is the thought of your mind. That is simple. Just that and nothing else. All of your experiences, events, conditions, and acts are the reaction of your subconscious mind to your thoughts. Remember, it is not the thing believed in, but the belief in your own mind, which brings about the result. Cease believing in the false beliefs, opinions, superstitions, and fears of mankind. Begin to believe in the eternal verities and truths of life, which never change. Then you will move onward, upward, and Godward. The conscious and subconscious minds, an excellent way to get acquainted with the two functions of your mind is to look upon your own mind as a garden. You are the gardener, and you are planting the seeds, the thoughts, and your subconscious mind all day long based on your habitual thinking. As you sow these seeds into your subconscious mind, so shall you reap in your body and in your environment. Begin now to sow thoughts of peace, happiness, right action, goodwill, prosperity, health, happiness. I'm throwing a little extra than that's written there because health and happiness wasn't written there. But yes, think of that. Think of health, think of happiness, think of peace, think of, well, happiness is there. Think of goodwill, think of prosperity, think of abundance. Think quietly and with interest on these qualities. Accept them fully into your conscious reasoning mind. Continue to plant these wonderful seeds and thoughts in the garden of your mind every day, and you shall reap a glorious harvest. Your subconscious mind may be likened to the soil, which will grow all kinds of seeds, good or bad. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Every thought is, therefore, a cause, and every condition is an effect. For this reason, it is essential that you take charge of your thoughts so as to bring forth only desirable conditions. When your mind thinks correctly, when you understand the truth, when the thoughts deposited in your subconscious mind are constructive, harmonious, and peaceful, the magic working power of your subconscious will respond and bring about harmonious conditions, agreeable surroundings, and the best of everything. I'm a witness of this. When you begin to control your thought processes, you can apply the powers of your subconscious to any problem or difficulty. In other words, you will actually be consciously cooperating with the infinite power and omnipotent law that governs all things. Look around you, wherever you live, and you will notice the vast majority of mankind lives in the world without the more enlightened men are intensely interested in the world within. Basically, those who's more concerned with what's on the outside uh, and not tending to their inner garden and their inner thoughts. They're just basically um, they're just basically results of other people who are taking the time to literally outthink them. Um, Remember, it is the world within, namely your thoughts, feelings, and your imagery in your mind that creates your world on the outside. It is, therefore, the only creative power, and everything which you find in your world of expression has been created by you in the inner world of your mind, consciously or unconsciously. Knowledge of the interaction of your conscious and subconscious minds will enable you to transform your whole life. And I'm literally experiencing those transformations everywhere. And not only am I experiencing those transformations, it is influencing transformations in people I know and don't know on a daily freaking basis. And it's just freaking phenomenal. I'm like stuck in awe several times every week. Like, just what? Wow. It's because I know this and I've been planting, and you have to dig up the weeds too. If you know anything about gardening, you don't have to have a green thumb, but you know there are other things that may grow because other things may be deposited, especially with these telephones. With these telephones, if you have not intentionally programmed your algorithm, you're going to see all type of stuff come across your screen, and you have to decide, no, I don't want this. You just press that X and they'll be like, you don't want us to show you this? No. And they won't show you that. Or even with people that you interact with that you love, they try to deposit weeds into your garden of your mind too, saying things that are negative, using excuses, using whatever that's negative, that's not in alignment with what you want for your life. You have to pluck those weeds out. Love those people, give from your overflow. However, do not allow their seeds of doubt, their seeds of worry, their seeds of anger, those seeds that they may be pouring and producing, if that's the fruit that they are producing, then you don't need to be interacting with them on a regular basis. Period is that. Because you're going to always be digging, and you got to do more than just dig out weeds. You got to be planting good seeds, baby. Yeah, you got to plant good seeds in your mind and in your thoughts. So, again, knowledge of the interaction of your subconscious and in your conscious minds is going to enable you to transform your whole life. In order to change the external conditions, you must change the cause. The cause is your thoughts, your thinking, your emotions. Most people try to change conditions and circumstances by working with conditions and circumstances to remove discord, to remove confusion, to remove lack, to remove limitation. You must remove the cause. And the cause is the way you are using your conscious mind. In other words, the way you are thinking and picturing in your mind, you are living in the fathomless sea of infinite riches. Your subconscious is very sensitive to your thoughts. Your thoughts form the mold or matrix through which infinite intelligent wisdom, vital forces, and energy of your subconscious flow. And I want to share with you that even though I am experiencing so much good and so many moments of awe and so much laughter and health and happiness and abundance and success, even though I am experiencing these things from planting a whole new garden, there are still times where a negative thought will try to take root, but I don't allow it to take root. I don't. I let it flow through. I let it blow away and land somewhere else. It doesn't take root. So you have to constantly be conscious of your thoughts and what you're giving your attention to. And when you do that, you create a garden in your own mind. Like today, I had such a wonderful thought. I'm going to share that thought with you. Literally paradise. Because literally, what I see on this device that I'm communicating and creating with right now was so many groups of people encouraging good vibrations, encouraging love, showing love to one another, talking about it, being about it together. Like so many. I've seen so many in the span of like 5 minutes getting together, getting dressed. Like, I didn't see them getting dressed, but they had to get dressed in order to come to the spaces and places they were in order to share. And they're not only sharing that amongst themselves, they're live streaming it. So it's available to the whole freaking world. And I'm just like, this is what we do it. Wow. This is what, this is happening. Wow. It really uplifted me. It really uplifted me. I was up till 5 o'clock this freaking morning, and I got up yesterday around 7ish. I didn't get out the bed until 9. But yeah, I got out the bed at 9. I started cleaning and cleansing and laughing and dancing. I made my own self a personal playlist because words are important, that's the seeds, that's our thoughts, so I had a very good, although seemingly long day. And 7 o'clock I was back up, even though it was just for a bathroom run. I was back up. Now my body, these physical bodies do need to rest. They do need proper nutrition, so even though I know I'm more than this physical body, I know I still have to take care of it. So I laid my butt back down. And then I got back up 10 o'clock, woke up at 10 o'clock, and, I had a whole bunch of messages, missed calls, and I'm like, okay, let me get back to everybody, but let me keep my commitment, which was to be present today at 11 o'clock at a service. And I was present there up until 1 o'clock. And then I'm also doing Sunday school. Then I'm also going to follow up and make up the class that I missed somehow this week before next class. And, have everything um, just flowing better, um, for next Sunday, because I have full, like, when I tell you full service, full throttle, yeah, it's full service, full throttle, but it's good. It's easy because I love what I do. I love speaking. I love using my tools. I even love teaching on the low, even though I struggled accepting it for a while. Um, but I have finally said, okay, God, I'm surrendering. Whatever gifts you have put in me to utilize, I'm utilizing them all. I love to read. There, I'm going to read. I love to sing. There, I'm going to sing. I love to write. There, I'm going to write. I love to do innovative things. I'm here to do it all in God's divine timing. And I love to exercise as well. I love to be fit. I do love to move, now my body sometimes with this over 40 hormonal things, fluctuations, doesn't always want to agree with me. But luckily, God has placed some amazing souls in my life to be of support and coach a sister, because I needed some coaching this Thursday. Oh, I needed some coaching. I was like, okay, I don't have any classes. My teacher had canceled class, but I'm gonna go to this building and sit here all day. Do I? It is 2 degrees outside. I don't know. But I got it together. I put on my music. I planted good seeds. I ain't start thinking about the cold. I said, because I got clothes to put on to keep me warm. So, yes, those clothes may add some pounds to my already heftiness, but it's okay because guess what? Moving around with more heftiness is just going to strengthen my muscles. So let me get my behind up. Let me drink some coffee. Let me drink a protein shake. Let me get to going. And it was a wonderful day and it went so easy and so quick. Like I was still there after I was supposed to be gone. And I didn't feel like running out of there. I was like, oh, I can hang around for a little bit more longer. That's what they trying to do. They trying to do. That particular space and place senses good energy, and I already see how it operate. Like they will hold your butt there because it's an institution of higher learning. So you got a lot of people walking through it as revolving doors, but they need and they value good people there, and I appreciate that. But with that being said, I didn't want to go so far deep into my own stuff, but I just wanted to share because I want to share with people who want to know, who want to do better, who are just looking for ways and, I guess confirmation of things that they may already understand within themselves, but like everybody outside is complaining, everybody outside around them is complaining, everybody around them is angry. So they're looking at the same thing. Oh, this is unfair, that is unfair, and they get emotional too, and they're forming bonds like that where it's encouraging that negative thought pattern within themselves, which is thus encouraging the negative experiences that they have. And it could be something so small, but it's still negative, and to them, it's a normal. Those people who don't want that type of existence, those are the people that I'm here to serve. Although, obviously, me publishing this makes this available for everybody. However, I have no control over nobody, just myself. I don't want any over anybody, just myself. And my part of servicing, one of my ways of serving, is to share the information and to, I guess, break it down in a way where people can understand it a little bit better than, somebody else that's communicating it. It's sometimes, and I will speak for myself again, it's challenging for people to receive valuable truths because of the person that's delivering it, because they have within their own mind barriers that don't allow them to trust the messenger. So sometimes you need to have a messenger that looks like you. Sometimes you need to have a messenger that have experienced the same challenges. I'm a brown woman in America. Like, I'm one of the best who can explain this information, and especially to people who may not have the the vocabulary of a fucking scholar. Like I could break it down in its proper terms, but I could also break it down into plain English too. So you get what I'm saying. What you have going on in your life is a result of how you think. Is a result of the choices that you choose. Is a result of what you constantly do on a daily basis. What are you watching on a daily basis? You think it's harmless just watching TV, anything on TV? You watching true crime. You watching horror stories. You watching those things and you think it's entertainment? Yeah, it's things that's entering your thoughts process. Because while you watching that movie, you trying to figure out what the hell is about to happen next. How to keep the characters safe. And then when the character something happens to the characters, you are feeling horrified by it. So those are thoughts that you are having in your own mind. Those thoughts go into your subconscious mind, thus creating a reality in your personal experience that can be horrific, that could be negative. Whereas you could choose to watch some other shit. Watch some shit that's funny. Watch the family oriented show where they're laughing and they have challenges, but they get past the challenges. Watch things where people's lives are safe, where people's lives are secure. So you're not planting the seed of worry and discord into your mind, thus creating it in your life. I mean, that's how fucking powerful we are, people. That's why people spend so much money to create shit like that. And guess what? They would not create that shit if people were not buying it and tuning into it. They wouldn't. So you have a choice. You don't have to watch that shit. As entertaining as you think it may be, look at the word entertain. It's something entering into your mind. If it enters into your mind, you can create from that seed. That seed can grow. What is it growing into? What is the fruit that it is producing? They say you know a tree by the fruit it produces. I always thought that that meant like with a parent and a child, or like with things in your life, but it goes more deeper. It goes to your thoughts. Like if you are thinking negative thoughts, you're going to produce negative in your life. You think a positive thoughts, you're going to produce positive in your life. It seems so simple and so cliche, but it is the truth. It is not easy for you to change, go from one garden of bad fruit, negative fruit, to good fruit. But once you know that you can do it, oh, you need to start picking. You need to start uprooting shit. Once you know you can do that, once you know you got that power to really choose and create your fucking reality, oh man, you gotta start. And sometimes the garden of negativity is big because you've been tending to that garden for decades and decades and decades. But I don't care when and where you start planting those positive thoughts and uprooting those negative thoughts. Keep at it, keep at it, keep at it. And I'm talking from my own personal experience, okay? Keep at it, because if you keep at it, you ain't gonna have those negative thoughts no more. You're gonna have those positive thoughts instead. And therefore, your life is gonna reflect that instead. So even when a challenge does come, you looking for the positive within it, and you intentionally choosing to focus on that instead of the outside experience, man, I'm telling you because I know. I'm telling you because I know. I am living it right now. I am practicing it right now. It's a form of spiritual practice, being mindful of what you think. You think you got to do a whole bunch of elaborate stuff? Mm-mm. You do as your spirit motivates you to do. Not everybody meant to be on stages. Not everybody meant to be, doing a whole bunch of big stuff. The little stuff counts too. How you thinking in your own mind, how your own environment is, how when you wake up in the morning, you look around your environment, do you love it? Do you appreciate it? That counts. That impacts just as much as the people standing on the stages talking about what I'm talking about is impactful. You being happy is impactful to the world. That's why it's so important. You want things to change on the other side of the planet. You want things to change in your neighborhood. Well, you better change within your freaking self. You better change for the better within your own circumference. Because you are influencing that other stuff with your thoughts. Oh, I could keep going, but I'm a pause right here. I'm happy that I had enough memory to even record this much and this far. Come over to the Super T Podcast Show. Yeah, this is what my phone looks like, people. If you're over here already, you're already looking at it. But this is my channel over here. That's me talking. Okay, I'm pressing X. I don't know what just happened here. Okay, let's try this. Yes, come over here, subscribe, see my first single. There's more music to come. Again, I'm doing all God has put me here to do. And I encourage you to do the same. And don't think you being happy is not fair. Don't feel guilty. Feel good. Feel good. You're responsible for you. You can't, if you want to impact the world, change you. Change yourself for the better. I promise you, you may not see it. You may not even realize it, but you are impacting the world by being your happiest, your healthiest you. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you click the links in the bio. Bye.